Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of The Clubs, your weekly compile of DJs, fashion and music. My name's Jesse.
And I'm Emma.
And first up we've got DJ on Fire with Demi Bryant.
Hey guys, I'm here with Dave Winnel in his studio. Dave, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Oh, it is super awesome to be in here. What a creative space you've got here.
Hey, I pretty much spend my whole day in here, so yeah, it's kind of like my man cave, I guess.
Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
So Dave, tell me about your DJing. How did it all start? How did it begin?
I'm actually from a small town 6 hours south of Sydney called Albury, and I used to go to these underage raves when I was like 13 years old. And I used to stand there and look up at the DJ and be like, oh my god, this guy is like a god. And I was like, I've got to do this. So I worked at Macca's. I earned all this money and spent it all on DJ gear. I spent it all on vinyl. Like back then, like a song was like $20, so I'd have to go to Melbourne and buy like 10 songs for $200. It was crazy, but I loved it. And then 4 years ago I moved to Sydney, and then I've been here ever since.
So Dave, you're not exactly the ordinary DJ, or we could say you step outside the box a little bit with your skills. Tell everyone what you do.
Yeah, it's kind of, I kind of got bored with the DJing, so to entertain myself, I wanted to come up with some kind of new way of doing it. And I guess because I've always been a producer, I wanted to do something where I could make tracks live on the go and mix heaps of elements. So I use like a MIDI controller, and I can blend like 8 different tracks at once. And I do like lots of effects and build-ups on the fly, because I think like if I'm entertained, then I put on a better show for everyone else and keeps everything more interesting.
And how long did it take you to learn to use the MIDI controllers? Because I've had a look at these things and they are technical. Like, I don't know how you do it, but how long did it take you to master this skill?
I'm probably still mastering it, I guess. Like, there's always mistakes that I'm finding on the way. So I'm always like trying to come up with new ideas and new ways of doing things.
It's amazing. And then with your own stuff, your own original productions, tell us about that. Tell us about some of the tracks that you've been producing.
Yep. So I've been producing for I guess 10 years, but lately I've kind of stepped it up a bit because I was always kind of like trying to find a bit of a flow. I didn't know really where to take it. I was writing tech house one day, and the next week I was writing electro. I guess it was last year when things kind of really stepped up a notch. I released a song called Achtung, and it got played right around the world. It got played by Axwell at like Tomorrowland, I was like blown away when I saw that, yeah. And then everyone else started playing it, Porter Robinson, Tiesto. It was crazy. And so I was like, I had no idea it was going to have that effect on people, so it's just crazy to see.
And also another thing which is pretty cool, and I'm extremely jealous. Let me just reach back here. Have a look at this, people. Ooh, Electro House Sessions mixed by Dave Winnel and Tom Piper. Get a load of this. This is congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. It's my first mix compilation, so it's kind of like pretty crazy to see it on the shelves, but
very close to your heart.
Yes.
Now tell me about the process behind mixing this. Obviously you've got to pick the tracks and
so this is for Ministry of Sound. So there was a few months back where they approached me and said, did you want to do the next Electro House Sessions? Of course I was like, yes. Yeah, and then they said send me the track preferences, and then we spent a bit of time together to develop that and come up with a suitable track listing. We threw in, obviously a few Ministry soundtracks, and then a couple months later, here it is.
Wow, that is absolutely insane. So where can people grab the CD?
So you can get the physical copy from JB Hi-Fi, or of course it's on iTunes as well.
Amazing. And you're also doing a tour to accompany the CD. So this is a huge tour apparently. Tell me about how this is going to go down.
Yep. So the tour kicks off on Friday. We're hitting all around Australia, all the way over to WA, to Cairns, to Perth, Sydney. It's going to be crazy. Me and Tom Piper for like 2 months. It's going to be awesome.
Wow, definitely some interesting stories going to come from that tour. And we will list those tour dates probably right about now. We'll put that in. See below.
Hey, this is Dave Winnel, and you're watching The Clubs.
Thanks, Demi. Now, as we all know, Deep House is becoming a larger and more popular genre in Sydney. Over the weekend, we went to an event called Deep Fried, and we caught up with one of the best local Deep House DJs, Acaddamy. Here it is.
Hi, I'm Valerie York, and we are coming here live from Deep House Saturdays at the Lansdowne. I'm here with Acaddamy, Sydney's #1 DJ. What first attracted you to Deep House?
I'm not really sure, to tell you the truth. It was always like something that I enjoyed. I enjoyed listening to, and I guess just friends listening to the music, and I kind of got into it. So yeah,
As you know, Deep House is actually getting bigger and bigger in Sydney.
Yep.
And what's your appeal? What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's awesome. It's awesome for house music that there's a massive following starting to come through. I think with people like Disclosure, especially, with their influence on the whole scene, it's been good. I remember probably a year and a half ago, if you played a house track, you'd clear the dance floor, and now it's like there's events like tonight where it's purely just for house music, and I think it's awesome.
What are your biggest inspirations as far as producers go?
I don't know, I don't really listen. I listen to house music during the week.
And on weekends you listen to techno.
I always say, if I wasn't doing house, I'd probably be doing twerk or something. I really, really love
Twerk?
Yeah.
Please expand on this.
I just really love really, really old, cheesy R&B and pop music. I listen to that a lot, and then other things my brother was in a hardcore band and stuff, and listened to that music, and I guess that sort of breaks it up, because otherwise it just becomes boring, and you listen to the same music all the time, and then you go and play that music, and it's not as enjoyable. So I try and break it up and get influences from that. So yeah.
If you had, for example, one big inspiration about everything that sort of even defines what you do, who's your biggest inspiration?
I don't know, it's really hard to pinpoint that one specific thing. Like I said, there's people like Danny T, who I've known not personally, but I've known of his music for ages, and then now we're good friends, and I still admire everything he does, and he's just such a down-to-earth person, and just things like that are really inspirational, and seeing how everything's happening in the scene, and I mean, going back to the Disclosure thing, like, those guys are amazing at what they do, and they're doing so much for house music, and it's good. It's good to see. So.
Yeah, it is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting there, and that's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, without stepping on too many toes, there's a pretty big saturation of like EDM, if you want to call it, music at the moment.
Yeah, so I've noticed. Yeah,
so it's
definitely.
Kind of like, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. Like, there's some songs that I really, really like. But yeah, it's good to see now that house music is on par with that EDM festival thing. Like, the festivals now, I mean, you look at Future just gone past, there was Gorgon City, and then there's like all the other guys like Martin Garrix and stuff. Like, it's really on par, so it's good to see, because a couple of years ago it was like house was just put to a stage to the side, and everyone was we're not going to bother going there, sort of thing. But
It's like the underground thing.
yeah, exactly. So it's good now to see that it's being recognised a lot more, and people appreciate the music a lot. So it's still got a long way to go, so hopefully it gets there, and maybe
And you can take it there.
yeah, maybe. I don't know, we'll see.
All right, now we're going to a quick ad break, but up next we have the Fashion Files. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, and welcome back. Now, Emma and myself have had a crazy weekend at Sydney Fashion Weekend, where we checked out some of the hottest labels, and also had the opportunity to sit front row at the Fashion Weekend runway. Check it out.
Everyone thinks I'm Madonna. It's getting kind of strange. Every time I get my hair bleached, they keep calling out my name.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Fashion Files. My name is Jessie.
And I'm Emma.
And today we're at the 2014 Sydney Fashion Weekend.
That's right, we're going to be covering this whole event, and we are so excited because there are some amazing designers being showcased. There's Tallulah, by Johnny.
Age, and yeah, I can't wait. Beckenbridge, yep.
It's going to be so exciting. Let's not waste any more time, guys. I'm so keen to get in there and spend
Bring
my
out
life
those credit
savings.
cards.
Everyone thinks I'm Madonna. It's getting kind of crass. People stop and stare when I'm in Pilates class.
The Cannon Runway is set to dazzle and inspire with a sensational show featuring over 100 leading looks from Australia's most sought-after fashion designers.
It's starting to be a scene. The paparazzi shoot me when I'm in my limousine. And if I get another call from the French school in the city about the classes were dismissed, I'm gonna throw a hissy fit.
This year's Fashion Weekend Sydney has the very talented Margaret Zhang on board as the official runway show stylist. Margaret Zhang is an internationally renowned fashion stylist, blogger, photographer, writer and creative director. The gorgeous girls from Chic Model Management grace the runway wearing labels such as Beckenbridge, By Johnny, Nicola Finetti, Tallulah, just to name a few.
Everyone thinks I'm Madonna. It's becoming quite a bore. Jelly Bean keeps calling me from 1984. When I tell him it's not me and that he's the one who's wrong, he shows up at my doorstep with some pile of crap he calls a song. Everyone thinks I'm Madonna. It's becoming quite a strain. Dolce & Gabbana keep on calling me for every new campaign. And when I tell them they're mistaken and I simply cannot do it, they shoot a girl who's 24 and attach my...
Alright guys, so that was the beginning of our adventures at Fashion Weekend, but make sure you stay tuned for the next few episodes because we're going to have a lot more of Fashion Weekend coming at you. Up next, we've got some footage from Voodoo at Home Nightclub. Have a look.
Stay tuned after the break. We've got the amazing DJ Hug Kitty with her tip of the week. Welcome back, guys. Now we've got DJ Hug Kitty with the tip of the week.
Hi, I'm Catherine and you are watching Le Clubs. I think we should make this like an official Le Clubs dance. That's how I dance. Anyway, what was I talking about? Anyway, so this week's DJ tips and tricks. Yeah. Anyway, this week's DJ tips and tricks, we'll be talking about headphones. So, you might be mourning the loss of your 12 inches, but the thing is that will always remain the same is headphones. There are 3 things you really need to consider when you're buying headphones. Firstly, an investment is a really good idea. It's worth paying a little bit extra to have high quality headphones. There are 3 reasons. Firstly, they have a better decibel frequency range. It's probably not called that. It's a better frequency range. It means that they go higher pitched and lower pitched. It gives you a bigger bass response and it allows you to hear more of the music. That's really important. In particular, if you're in a club that is really subby, having those extra highs is really useful, and also vice versa. The second thing is that it's important to make sure they fit correctly. I know it sounds really strange, but the fit is almost as important as the sound. Everybody's head is a little different shaped. Some people prefer really big cups, whereas some people prefer small cups. You need to make sure that you get the one that's right for you. It's actually worth you going to a city, to a headphone shop, and trying different ones. Number 3 is try not to be too much of a poser. If you're paying anything more than $300, you're often just playing for the label, and it doesn't actually make any difference to the sound quality. There are several really, really high quality headphones that will be useful for you, and everyone has a different taste. The number 1 is the Sennheiser HD25s. Number 2 is the Pioneer 1000s and 2000s. Number 3 is the Sony 700s. And number 4 is the Technic RPDJ 1210s. I think I got that right. Any of these are a great choice, but there are also new varieties coming on the market anytime soon. One wants to be a little bit careful of things like Skull County headphones, which look really fancy, but often don't have the great bass response you're looking for. Anyway, make sure you write in with any of your tips, tricks or questions to Le Clubs TV on our Facebook and our Twitter. Until next week, bye! 1, 2, 3, action! I know what you're thinking. Nice pair of cans, love. Thank you. You get gold stars for that.
Thanks, Catherine. Now we have DJ Deluxx telling us what's on in Sydney this week.
Hi guys, I'm DJ Deluxx and welcome to this week's edition of What's On Le Clubs. First up, I'm going to be bringing you your Friday night gigs to kick off your weekend in the right way, a big way. So the first event we've got is at Chinese Laundry. Paces and Rat Traps are headlining this event. You've got strong support by Blaze Trip, Big Deal Gillespie Island, Taylor Finney and James Taylor. So strong lineup of accomplished DJs and producers, great venue, great vibes, electro house generally, but it's going to be huge. All your genres are going to be jam-packed in this one event. If you're in the area, swing on by. It's going to be a great night filled with absolutely awesome music and it's sure to go off. Next event up tonight is Mega Babe Tiger Lily headlining Fiddler Fridays at the Mean Fiddler. I've actually played quite a few sets at the Mean Fiddler myself, so I know how packed this venue gets and I know how much fun it is. Going to be an absolutely huge night. If you don't feel like trekking into the city, or even if you just want to see a smoking hot babe mix amazingly awesome music, get on down. It's going to be a great night. Supported by DJ ANF, Chris Coase and
and Steve Blitz. The Mean Fiddler has 2 rooms, so Tiger Lily will be in the sub bar, which has got your EDM, or if you feel like something a bit slower paced, the Woolshed has your R&B party tunes. So get on down. It's going to be an absolutely jam-packed night, and you can't go wrong with Tiger Lily. What a babe. So on to Saturday night now. So Oxford Art Factory is hosting an event by Trance Central. So this event is going to be hard trance, trance classics, and just trance. Brought to you by the absolute legends in the scene. Amazingly awesome lineup. So that includes Nick Fish, Jumping Jack, Binary Finery, Amber Savage, DJ Ange, and John Ferris, amongst many others. Great venue right on Oxford Street. If you're in the area, get on down. It's going to go off. So if you like your trance, you know where to go. Lastly, tonight we've got an event at Space, which is in the city CBD. This event is presented by Massive, and it's a hardstyle event. Headlining this one is Reborn, with a huge contingent of local DJs supporting. So that includes Steve Hill, Pulsar, Kamikaze, Yev, amongst many, many others. For a full lineup, check the web. This event will be going hard, and it will be going hard till 6 a.m. So if you want to dance, you love your hard style, you know where to be. And that's it from me, DJ Deluxx. I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I hope I see you on a dance floor somewhere.
Now, unfortunately, guys, that's all we've got time for today. Now, at home, if you haven't liked us on
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or our new website, please make sure you do. But for now, I'm Emma.
I'm Jesse, and thanks for watching
Le
Clubs.